Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play of Pokemon Moon. In the last episode we basically completed our first trial, and now we're going to make our way to Route 3, but before that we're going to check this berry patch one more time. And we found something. And there we go, it's our actual fourth team member, Crabrawler. The fighting Pokemon Crab. Alright, we're gonna do a quick catch with it with a Great Ball. Because, well, it's the best thing to do. And hey, we managed to catch Crabrawler. Alright, and we gained some XP. And his data is gonna be added to the Pokedex. Now, unfortunately, we won't be able to evolve Crabrawler until much later in the game when we get close to the end. But I am planning on keeping this member. And we're going to nickname him something I've been wanting to nickname him as. In other words, to represent Batman, we're going to nickname him Bane. Yep. Bane the Crabrawler. And we're going to pick up these berries. Now, what happened in the last episode after completing the trial is Kukui lost Lillie. And honestly, I can't believe he did that. Alright. So now we're going to go on to Route 3. But before that, we're also going to teach Crabrawler Brick Break. Alright. Now we're going to make our way this way. Oh, this guy is going to explain that if you go down one path, you're going to deal with a bunch of flying type Pokemon. But we do not want to deal with that. So we're going to deal with some trainers instead. Alright. Ooh, he's going to send out a Psyduck. This will be easy. Alright. We're going to go for a Thunder Shock. Alright, and he's going to go for Water Gun. That didn't do much. We're going to go for a Thunder Shock again. He's going to go for Water Gun again. And one more Thunder Shock. Alright, and we managed to beat it. Alright, now we're gonna clean up Nora because, well, she did get a little wet. And we're also gonna pet her a little bit. Alright. That's all we can do for now, because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get her max happiness up so she'll evolve. Next thing we're gonna do is heal up. Alright. Ooh, an item there. Alright, and we got ourselves a heal ball. Ooh, we did not mean to run into a Pokemon. Ooh, it's a Spearow. You know what? We can battle this Pokemon one time. And we're gonna use Pursuit. We're gonna go for Thundershock. And we managed to take down the Spearow. Now we're gonna go this way. Alright. Now we're gonna battle this trainer as well. Challenged by Tatiana. Ooh, a Petalil. That's not a good matchup for Nora, but we can just switch out. Alright. We're gonna use Humdinger. Alright. And we managed to take it out with one Fire Fang. Alright. So now before we go that way, we're gonna go here. Quick. Alright, and he's gonna give us the Soothe Bell, which is what I needed so we can get Pichu to evolve. Alright, now we're gonna give Nora the Soothe Bell. Alright, now what we want to do is go this way. Alright. Nebby, come back. Doggy. Nebby ran into the meadow here. Oh man, again? Nebby, you really like causing trouble. And right after I got into so much trouble on the bridge too. What if a wild Pokemon attacks it? It doesn't have any moves to use in battle. It can use in battle. Don't worry, we're on our way, Nebby. And ooh, we're gonna run into a Pokemon. And what do we run into? Ooh, an Orcorio. Pom-pom style. Alright. Let's see what we can do to the Orcorio. Alright, didn't do much. That Thundershock did not do much. So we're gonna swap out. Alright. We're gonna send out Humdinger. Alright, now we're gonna use Fire Fang. It didn't do much, and it's using Growl again to lower our attack. We're gonna use Fire Fang again. Still not enough, and it's gonna use Pound. Alright. We're gonna go for Lick. Alright, still did not do much. Alright. Now we're gonna finish it off with a Fire Fang. Alright, ooh. And Humdinger grew to level 17. That's not bad. Alright. And being level 11. And, oh, what's this? Oh, Humdinger's evolving. Yeah, this is actually the second member of our team to evolve. And it's our starter. Alright. And we got ourselves Tora Cat. Alright. Not bad for a Pokemon. Alright. And there, and we're gonna pick up this yellow nectar. And we ran into a Pokemon again. Not what I was trying to do. It's a Petilil. Alright. I know people are gonna be like, battle it, but we're actually gonna swap out so we can run from it. Yep. Because I don't have any interest in battling wild Pokemon at the moment. Alright. Now we're gonna go here. And we ran into something again. What is it this time? An Oricorio. Alright. We're gonna run. And we ran into something again. Alright. We're gonna run again. And no, Nebby, you're right here. Cosmog! Alright, let's get you back to Lillie. Oh, you. Cosmog! Thank you, dog. Thank you, doggy. Should thank Pichu, too. Now let's get you all healed up. Oh, thank you, Lillie. I read something interesting in a book once. It seems the Pokemon called Oricorio changes its appearance by feeding on the nectar from different types of flowers. It's not actually evolving, but undergoing a so-called form change. Isn't that interesting? I thought it was. Well, it was anyway. Cosmog! Back in the bag, please, Nebby. I know there aren't many people around to see you there, but it's hardly an excuse. And we should be going now. As there will probably be worried after the way we just disappeared on him. Yeah, definitely. And we're gonna make our way out. Hey, doggy, and and Lily's with you too. Hey, Hal. What are you up to, Hal? Just finished my trial, heh? Hey, doggy. I want to see if I really learned anything from my trial. Let's battle. Alright, we're getting into the battle with Hal. Alright. We are challenged by our rival Hal, and he's gonna send out Pikachu. Oh man, no fair. I only have a Pichu. Alright. Now we're gonna swamp into Humdinger. Just so we can deal with the Pikachu. And he's gonna use Play Nice. That's not gonna do anything to us. We're gonna go for Fire Fang. Alright. And he's gonna use Growl on us, which really lowered our attack. He's gonna use a Quick Attack. But we're going to go for another Fire Fang. And we managed to take out the Pikachu. Ooh, Magnemite grew to level 14. Alright, he's going to send out Rowlet. Now we're going to swap Pichu in again. Alright. And now we're going to swap back into Humdinger. Alright. It's going to use Growl. We're going to use Fire Fang. We managed to do some damage. Alright, he's going to use Peck. We're going to use Fire Fang again. Alright, and we managed to take out the Rowlet. Alright, and we defeated Hal. Alright. So you and me both beat that totem Pokemon, eh, doggy? You are getting pretty strong. Yeah, but I'm stronger. But I wonder if I'll really be able to beat my... Hey there, doggy. No. Could count on you. Thanks for tracking Lillie down for me. Yeah, thanks, but don't lose her again. What's this then? How? Finished your first trial too? Hope you don't try. Yeah, right. Hala's probably rubbing his hands together waiting for us. I mean, it's all a part of the trial, you know? After you clear the one friend's trial, you've the Island Kahuna. Taking on the Island Kahuna in a battle is called a grand trial. Someone like me who's researching moves could be better than the chance to see a Kahuna battle. No doubt about fears. I'll be the judge of that. Come on, let's go. Catch that train and blast on Route 3. Alright, and we're gonna make our way to Iki Town for the battle with Kahuna Hala. But first, we're gonna do some battle, one more battle really quick before we battle in our grand trial. And spoiler alert, we're actually gonna do the grand trial after getting through Route 3. Alright. Alright. But first we gotta do some battling. Alright, he's gonna use Ember. We're gonna use Brick Break. Alright, he's gonna use Ember again. Man, he's doing a lot of damage, so we're gonna use Brick Break again. And we managed to defeat the Growlithe. Who Nora grew to level 17. And Bane grew to level 12. Alright. Now we're gonna now before we head this way, we're gonna pick up this super potion. And we're also gonna make our way back to that guy because he's actually a trainer battle. Where you battle the guy after beating all the trainers on the route. Alright. And we're ready to face the Route 3 Island Kahuna. Alright, he's going to mention how we beat all the trainer on Route 3 and we're going to battle him. And he's a red card user. Alright. He's challenging a trainer Mudstead. And he's gonna send out Rockruff. Alright, we're gonna send out Pichu. But we're gonna swap into Vulture. Alright, he's gonna use Bite. And we're gonna use Brick Break. And ooh, Stealth Rock. That's gonna be a problem. Alright, we managed to take out the Rockruff. Alright. Now he's gonna send out a Slowpoke. Which is gonna be a little bit of a problem. But nothing we can't handle. Alright. Now we're going to go for a Thunder Shock. And his red card is taking effect. And he's sending out Bane. Alright, he's going to use Yawn. So we're going to go for a Leer. Alright, he's going to use Water Gun. And Bane just fell asleep. Alright, we're going to swap into Magnemite. Just so we can do something to Slowpoke. Alright, he's going to use Confusion. We're going to go for Thunder Shock. Alright, he's going to use Yawn. Going to go for Thunder Shock again. He's going to go for Water Gun. And we're asleep. And dang, he used a potion. Alright. We're just going to quickly heal up. Alright, he's going to use Water Gun. Come on. Come on, Magnemite, wake up. Yeah, it's like Magnemite can take a bunch of hits, but but again, being sleepy is not a good thing. Alright. It's Confusion again. And Magnemite finally woke up. Ooh, we finally paralyzed it. And Water Gun. Man, he's strong. He's going to use a full heal, but too bad we went for a move. And we managed to defeat the Slowpoke. We managed to defeat the trainer. Now he's going to give us a red card to use. Basically what the red card can do is swap Pokemon around. And we're going to talk to this guy. He's not a battler, but he is someone that can give us a job. And that job is to catch a Rockruff and basically present it to him. Alright, now we're gonna go this way. Alright. Now we're gonna make our way into Iki Town. I'm looking forward to seeing what moves you and your Pokemon will pour in your soul into. You've gone and checked, cleared your first trial, doggy. It's true, I'm not a trainer, so I'm sure I don't really understand how hard it must have been, but even I think it's a great achievement. Cosmog! The Melee Island Kahuna is strong, you know. He's a trainer who can use fighting-type Pokemon to the fullest, yeah? Might not be a bad idea to work on those flying or psychic moves. Alright, now before we get into the battle, we're gonna heal up. Up at home. Yeah, we need to heal up. So we're gonna run back home and then run back here. Alright. Right, we made our way here. And we're gonna heal up with our mom. Alright, now we're gonna run back to Iki Town so we can finally battle against the Kahuna. Now I believe it's... was it left or... nope, not this way. Yep, this one. Alright, now, instead of having Pichu in front, we're gonna swap into Trumbeak or Vulture. Alright. Congratulations in clearing your trial in the Verdant Cavern. I suppose you are here to challenge me. Do you think you and Trumbeak are ready to face me, doggy? Yes, we are. I have been waiting for this. Alright, now we're gonna get into it. Oh, I have been expecting you. Allow me to properly greet the young adventurer continuing his island challenge. Hala, the Kahuna Melee Island. Shall we begin? The trial will be a Pokemon battle. It's known against me. It's known as a grand trial. Well, doggy, been entrusted with the sparkling stone by Tapu Koko. Now show me and your partner, show me what you got. All I hear is I'm going out. Let the grand trial begin. All right, here we go. Our grand trial against Kahuna Hala. We are challenged by Island Kahuna Hala. And he's going to send out a Mankey. All right, we're going to send out Vulture. All right, we're going to go for Peck. Or not Peck, Pluck. Which is a new flying type move that we learned. And we managed to take out the Mankey. Alright, ooh, and Bane grew to level 13. He wants to learn Pursuit. Now we're gonna forget Bubble for this. Alright. Alright, he's gonna send out a Makuhita. We're gonna keep Vulture up in front. we're gonna go for pluck again. Ooh, fake out. That's not gonna. That's gonna make us flinch. So we're gonna go for pluck. And we managed to take out the Makuhita. And ooh, Vulture grew to level 17. Not bad. And Humdinger grew to level 18. Right, he's gonna send out a Crab Brawler. His final Pokemon. And we're gonna go for pluck again. Ooh, that did not take it out. And ooh, he's using a Z move. And it's all out pummeling. Alright. And ooh, that did a lot of damage. We're gonna heal up. Can't have Crab Brawler beating us. Right, he's gonna use Power Up Punch. That did a little bit. And we're gonna use Pluck. And we managed to take out the Crab Brawler. Magnemite grew to level 15. And we defeated Kahuna Hala. The results come at no surprise to me. What a true trainer and what new Pokemon too. Double Coco! And the mighty Tapu Koko agrees. Perhaps Soko is hoping that a day may come you will grow strong enough to battle it as well. Except that Z Crystal, it allows you to use fighting type Z moves. And then we completed the first out of 4 grand trials in the Alola region. And I've gotten 2 Z crystals. And we're gonna get a stamp. Alright, we got the Finanium Z, and we put it in our Z pocket. Observe, doggy. If you wish to use the fighting type Z power, all you have to do is bend your arms like this and bend your hips like this. Alright, he's going to show us that. Now, Nagi, with this victory, you have cleared all the trials on Melee Island, the first of many islands. The Melee Sam is proof of your accomplishments with it. Up to level 35 and will obey you. The moon in the day and the sun at night. See, you can pour your heart into something that cannot be seen, but is very much real. Are you continuing on your island challenge? Consider what makes of the people and Pokemon that you meet, both what you can see and what you cannot. You will surely meet Tapu Koko again someday. Tauros! Whoa there, Tauros. I got an idea. How about I let you ride this Tauros whenever you're on it? No reason why he shouldn't get to enjoy the island challenge as well. Tauros. Care of a little thing. And we got ourselves a ride pager. Why don't you hop on? Alright. And we're gonna use Tauros power. Hey, and we got Tauros. World looks a bit different on top of Tauros. Okay? So, Daddy, here in all of Pokemon, When does their strength? What we explain the right? He's gonna explain the right pager. Where all you gotta do, it's kind of like like your key factor of like registering something. In other words, you press Y and then you use it. Use the Pokemon. And you get cool gear with it. When you use the... And like I said, this explains the ride pager. Congratulations, doggy. I hope you find your ride pager useful. I work developing it with a friend of mine. I'm amazed that you did completed Grand Try without a Z-Power. Let's have a Pokemon battle sometime. Very well, then. Off on our island challenge to your next island. Alright, doggy. With a little help, Toros, you can crash into rocks. I gotta get something. I got a little something for you. Hey, we got False Swipe. Basically, this TM basically leaves Pokemon at 1 HP. And he's explaining False Swipe. And refers your gift to your mom now. When you're done with that, Hala City for Rena. Alright, time to get the boat ready. Off we go, Lillie. Alright. I actually wanted to ask you something first, doggy. That's alright. Sure, yeah. You see, Nebby is... its real home is far away from here, and I wanted to help it get home. It's like I told you before, Nebby saved my life once when I was in trouble. Want to save it. Like, there's not much I can do on my own. Not a Pokemon trainer, but if I had a real trainer like you, me, doggy, then maybe, but I probably shouldn't. So you're a stranger to help, right? No, it's just my own wish, and it has nothing to do with you. No, of course we'll help. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you really... The two of us will be heading to the next island as well. Godsmog! Alright. Now, unfortunately, before we head to home, we're going to end things off here. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video with your family and friends. Favorite the video as well. And as always, I'll see you next time. And until then, I want you all to do me a favor and keep on howling, everyone. Bye-bye.